In the harsh realm of renegade motorcycle clubs, where camaraderie is forged in the leather and steel and unyielding foe hides in the shadows, instilling terror in even the toughest riders, they stand as the utmost peril to the notorious Hells Angels, an imposing power that has managed to shake the very foundations of this infamous biker fraternity. Emerging from the depths of their covert operations to the tireless pursuit of justice, this adversary poses a menace unlike any other, jeopardizing the very essence of the Hells Angels' dominion. Prepare yourself as we delve into the gripping tale of the most dreaded and unwavering nemesis that has become a constant annoyance to the illustrious Hells Angels. Number 1. Rival motorcycle clubs. The feud between the Hells Angels and the other motorcycle clubs is not only ignited by territorial disputes, but also by conflicting ideologies. Every club fiercely safeguards its reputation, principles, and influence within the biker community. These conflicts frequently escalate into violent confrontations, with members participating in merciless turf battles and retaliatory assaults. The Hells Angels' supremacy and infamous notoriety render them a prime objective for rival clubs who incessantly strive to challenge their authority and seize their territory. The clashes between the Hells Angels and rival motorcycle clubs have attained legendary status within the biker subculture. These confrontations extend beyond physical altercations and spill over into the realm of cyber warfare. Online platforms and social media have transformed into battlefields for rival clubs, where they exchange threats, insults, and showcase their unwavering allegiance to their respective factions. The intense rivalry between these motorcycle clubs exhibits no indications of diminishing, as each faction remains resolute in proving their superiority and upholding their dominion. Number 2. Law enforcement agencies. Law enforcement agencies have long recognized the Hells Angels as a major criminal threat. Their involvement in organized crime, including drug trafficking and violence, has made them a top priority for police investigations. Over the years, law enforcement agencies have employed various tactics to dismantle the Hells Angels, including undercover operations, wiretapping, and surveillance. The battle between the authorities and the club has been a cat-and-mouse game, with both sides constantly adapting and evolving their strategies to outwit each other. In their relentless pursuit of justice, law enforcement agencies have managed to dismantle chapters of the Hells Angels, leading to high-profile arrests and prosecutions. These operations have dealt significant blows to the club's infrastructure, disrupting their criminal enterprises and weakening their influence. However, the Hells Angels have proven to be resilient, with new leaders emerging and the club adapting to the changing law enforcement landscape. The ongoing battle between law enforcement agencies and the Hells Angels remains a constant threat to the club's existence and operations. Number 3. Internal conflicts and betrayals. The Hells Angels may present a united front, but internal conflicts and betrayals have plagued the club throughout its history. Power struggles and disagreements over leadership positions have resulted in violent clashes within their ranks. These internal disputes can escalate quickly, leading to members turning against each other and resorting to extreme measures to settle their differences. The code of loyalty that the club prides itself on can sometimes be shattered by personal ambitions and conflicting agendas. The Hells Angels' strict hierarchical structure, with a defined chain of command, has not been immune to betrayals from within. Ambitious members seeking to rise in the ranks or gain personal advantages have been known to turn informant, providing crucial information to law enforcement agencies. These acts of betrayal not only jeopardize the club's operations, but also fracture the trust among members. Internal conflicts and betrayals continue to be a dangerous threat to the Hells Angels as they strive to maintain their unity and collective strength. Number 4. Criminal alliances and organized crime. The Hells Angels' involvement in criminal activities has led them to form alliances with various criminal organizations. These alliances provide the club with access to illicit markets, resources, and protection. However, such partnerships come with their own risks. Conflicts of interest and territorial disputes can arise when multiple criminal organizations operate in the same areas, leading to intense rivalries and violent clashes. These internal power struggles within the criminal underworld pose a significant threat to the Hells Angels' stability and safety. The criminal alliances of the Hells Angels extend beyond territorial disputes and into the realm of mutual benefit and profit. By collaborating with drug cartels, the Hells Angels gain access to a steady supply of narcotics, enabling them to expand their drug trafficking operations. These alliances provide the club with a vast distribution network and protection from rival gangs. However, these criminal partnerships are not without risks. The Hells Angels must navigate the treacherous world of organized crime, where loyalty is fickle and betrayal can have dire consequences. Disputes over profits, control and territory can escalate into violent conflicts that threaten the stability and survival of the club. Number 5. Public perception and media scrutiny. The Hells Angels not only face physical adversaries, but also the power of public perception and media scrutiny. Their outlaw image, symbolized by the iconic death's head emblem, has often painted them as a symbol of lawlessness and violence in the eyes of the public. The media's portrayal of the club has perpetuated this negative image, focusing on their criminal activities and sensationalizing their confrontations with law enforcement. As a result, the Hells Angels have been viewed as a dangerous menace, facing public condemnation and heightened scrutiny from authorities. The Hells Angels' public image and media attention can have significant consequences for their operations. Increased public awareness and scrutiny make it harder for the club to operate covertly, forcing them to adapt their strategies and tactics. Media coverage can also attract the attention of law enforcement agencies, leading to intensified investigations and a heightened focus on dismantling the organization. The constant battle to control their public image and navigate media scrutiny remains an ongoing challenge for Hells Angels as they strive to maintain their influence and defend their reputation. Number 6. Retribution from disrespected members. Within the tightly knit brotherhood of the Hells Angels, disrespect and betrayal are viewed as grave offenses. When a member is perceived as disloyal or has violated the club's code of conduct, retribution is often swift and brutal. These internal conflicts can arise from personal disputes, suspicions of cooperation with law enforcement, or even perceived slights against the club's reputation. Disrespected members may face severe consequences ranging from physical assault and intimidation to expulsion from the club, or in extreme cases, assassination. The fear of retribution acts as a powerful deterrent, reinforcing loyalty and obedience within the Hells Angels' ranks. The Hells Angels' commitment to maintaining a united front against perceived disloyalty or betrayal has created an environment of fear and secrecy. Members are aware that any perceived weaknesses or deviation from the club's principles can lead to severe consequences. This atmosphere of intimidation and retribution not only serves as a means of internal control but also sends a clear message to outsiders. Crossing the Hells Angels comes with grave risks and potentially deadly consequences. Number 7. International expansion and global adversaries. The reach of the Hells Angels extends far beyond their origins in the United States. Over the years, the club has expanded its influence globally, establishing chapters in various countries around the world. This international expansion has presented new challenges and adversaries for the Hells Angels. They must contend with rival motorcycle clubs in different regions, each with their own distinct cultures and dynamics. Additionally, clashes with local criminal organizations and law enforcement agencies can escalate tensions and pose significant threats to the club's operations. The Hells Angels' international presence has also attracted the attention of international law enforcement agencies who collaborate to combat their criminal activities. These global adversaries coordinate efforts to track the movements of the Hells Angels, disrupt their illicit operations, and share intelligence to dismantle their networks. The club's expansion into new territories brings with it heightened risks and vulnerabilities as they navigate unfamiliar legal systems, cultural dynamics, and the increased scrutiny of both local and international authorities. Number 8. Evolving law enforcement strategies. As the Hells Angels continue to adapt and evolve, so do law enforcement agencies' strategies to combat them. The fight against organized crime has witnessed the development of specialized units dedicated to targeting outlaw motorcycle clubs, including the Hells Angels. These units employ sophisticated techniques such as intelligence gathering, asset forfeiture, and the infiltration of undercover agents within the club's ranks. The use of technology, surveillance, and forensic analysis has also become crucial tools in building cases against club members and dismantling their criminal enterprises. Law enforcement agencies have recognized the importance of collaboration and information sharing in combating the Hells Angels. International task forces and joint operations have been established to exchange intelligence and coordinate efforts across borders. The sharing of best practices, successful strategies, and lessons learned has resulted in significant blows to the Hells Angels' infrastructure and their ability to operate with impunity. By continuously evolving their tactics and leveraging technological advancements, law enforcement agencies aim to stay one step ahead of the Hells Angels and dismantle their criminal networks. Number 9. Media exploitation and public exposure. The Hells Angels' notoriety and mystique have made them a subject of fascination for the media and entertainment industry. However, this exposure comes with its own set of dangers for the club. Sensationalized depictions in movies, television shows, and books often portray the Hells Angels as a symbol of lawlessness and violence, perpetuating their negative public image. This media exploitation can attract unwanted attention from law enforcement agencies, as well as rival motorcycle clubs seeking to make a name for themselves by targeting the infamous Hells Angels. Number 10. Societal shifts and changing demographics. The Hells Angels, like many motorcycle clubs, face challenges stemming from societal shifts and changing demographics. As traditional biker culture evolves and the demographics of motorcycle enthusiasts change, the club must adapt to remain relevant. The rise of more diverse and inclusive motorcycle clubs appealing to a broader range of riders poses a challenge to the Hells Angels' dominance within the biker community. These clubs may embody different values and promote a more inclusive ethos, attracting individuals who may have been potential recruits for the Hells Angels in the past. And there you have it, folks. The most dangerous enemy of the Hells Angels comes in various forms, from rival motorcycle clubs and law enforcement agencies to internal conflicts and media scrutiny. This world of outlaw motorcycle clubs is a high-stakes game where survival and dominance go hand in hand. Join us next time as we explore another intriguing topic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more adrenaline-fueled content. Ride safe, everyone.